This is Masi Wairegi and you're watching Walk the Talk TV show.
You're still watching Walk the Talk TV show. Now let's join DJ Msalaba for the group discussion and get to know the views of youths on our topic today.
Una watch Walk the Talk TV show na tumefika part ya discussion na leo tuko kwa church ya ACK St. Paul's Parish in Athi River. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Amen. Uko aje? Uko fiti? Yes. Tumeshukuru sana kwa kutu-invite kwa church yenu. Sawa? Na nyinyi karibuni kwa show ya Walk the Talk. Sawa? Feel at home. Poa. Leo tuna discuss about love. Mapenzi, si ndio? Unajua tunapenda mapenzi sana, si ndio? Hii mapenzi ni nini? What is love?
I think mapenzi is having an affection towards someone. Maybe you like the way someone carries out themselves, and then maybe their character, and then gets to feelings, and on and on and on. It gets deeper.
Definition ya mtu ameokoka mapenzi ni the same na mtu hajaokoka?
I don't think so. Because I think somebody who's saved, it's more of, is accountable in terms of, I'll see that person the way Christ does. It's no longer about what that person can give me. Then an unsaved person is about your current feeling and it can pass.
Bible mwongea kuhusu mapenzi, si ndio? Ama love. Imesema nini kuhusu love?
It says, one, love God. Then secondly, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And then it says, husbands, love your wives is the way Christ loved the church. Yeah. Those are the instances I can remember.
It says, love is patient, love is kind, love does not rejoice in wrong things. Yeah. There is that part that I remember about love. Mm-hmm. Yes.
How do you show love through dating? When you date somebody as a Christian, how do you show your love to the other person?
Buying gifts and appreciating the person, because we are all humans. So if you are loved and if you love somebody, you'd like to be told you're beautiful, you'd like to be told you're handsome, and people would like to, you'd also want to receive a gift, not out of being forced, but because you're appreciating somebody. That is my point.
By maybe telling your partner maybe what they did was wrong, in the case where maybe they went wrong. So it's always good to tell someone when they are wrong, in the case when they have gone wrong.
It can also happen when your partner has a problem. You can go ahead and try and help him or her solve the problem or the issue.
Kuna ngoma zinaitwa romantic love songs, ndio? Kina Beyonce, kina Bruno Mars, nani wengine? Kelly, Westlife, Neo, Diamond, how what is ndio? Do they sing about love? What do they sing about? They sing about love. Definition ya love na ya Bible zinapelekana?
Okay, most of the songs nimesikia, they focus on the lady or on the man, but they don't really focus on like that kind of love that's in the Bible, the patient love, the compassionate love, the kind, that kind there.
Just like she said, they focus on material things. And when 1 John chapter 2 verse 15 to 17 says that do not love the world or the things of the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and the pride in possession is not from the Father but is from the world. But the world is passing away along with its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever. So when those musicians sing, I think they focus mostly on worldly things instead of focusing on heavenly things. Yeah, that's what I think of them.
On the contrary, sometimes I think as Christians, sometimes we tend to be hypocritical. Because I believe tumesema mob, lakini I'm sure there's a side of us that we don't want other people to see. Like for real, if you read Songs of Solomon, there are things that he describes over there that maybe si kusema hapa itakuwa hard, unaona. So me I think some of them unacheki the others who truly sing something that if you can see, even like if you're a couple, like you can relate to, unaona. But there are others who exaggerate, and we know them. Yes. You know them, eh? There are the others who focus more on the physical things, unacheki. And mostly us men, because sometimes I tend to look at some videos. When you see how the men are dressed and how the women are dressed, it's quite opposite. Kazi ya wanaume na tu kupoint, unaona. Kazi ina kupoint, they are very decently dressed, unaona. But the women, on the contrary, unapata kidogo umevaa vibaya. But sometimes I think see what, as in some really bring out what is supposed to be brought out, others exaggerate it.
Okay, I'm kind of not agreeing with some points, because some songs are really not okay. Yes, there are those who are talking about the features about of a woman or something of the sort. You can put in an example. Can you use an example of a real song of Kitu Kimoja? The guy is blind, but we can see that he loved. She loved him despite the fact that he was blind, and also the guy. He doesn't know how she looks like, but also he fell in love with her. So some of the songs, they're not Christian, but they tend to show the best out of people. You can see, the way they morally write songs, but just because they're not singing about God, yeah, you might sing some.
So let me ask, is it okay for a Christian to listen to such a song? It's a love song. Na mtu hajaokoka, sawa, but belief yake about love and sex is that somebody can have sex before marriage. Is still okay? Anaimbia love, baby, show me how much you love me, sawa. Long about let's sleep together. Is a Christian supposed to listen to such a song? Because love ya mtu ni tofauti na love yetu. Because sisi as Christians we are not supposed to have sex before marriage, sindio? So are we supposed to be in agreement by listening to such a song as Christians? Ama ni poa ama si poa?
In most cases you'd find those women have their own beliefs, and music has an influence on someone. When I listen to music, there are songs I listen to, maybe even in a matatu they are playing, and when I come out of that matatu they'll be playing in my mind, and actually to some extent maybe they'll start influencing how I behave. Yeah, even if kama ilikuwa naongea juu ya kugonga mtu, let's say you can shortchange someone and something like that. Yeah, so with time, I don't necessarily talk about it that I'm going to shortchange someone, but unconsciously that's what I get myself to doing, and I justify it unconsciously. So to some extent, those songs, as we listen to them, they change how our beliefs are. And I think that's why the Bible says we don't conform, but we renew our mind. So as we renew our mind, according to the standards of God, by reading the word, it helps us to even we'll get the wisdom of God that will help us to choose on what to listen. Because, for example, when you hear a song saying, "One more night," you see, that song is telling you it's allowed, or is one night stand. It starts giving me that license to think it's possible to do that, and you can get away with it, because any other person is singing, it's just a song. So personally, I don't think it's good to listen to the song, but sometimes knowing the song is a good thing, being informed, and then the choices we make. Do I still continue listening to that song because I already known it, or what do I do about it? And as I'm a young Christian, maybe it's not that advisable, because their stability is not guaranteed. But as we grow, we get to know, but the choices we make after listening to it, that's what matters.
There are things called movies, sawa, and in these movies kuna itu musikia sana inaitwa true love. What is true love?
Okay, what I think that they mean is that the true love and your first kiss is that this one person who will come and compliment you and give you that missing piece you have, you don't have in your life. And then they portray this thing of happily ever after, but that's just a movie. In real life, there is no way you can have a happily ever after, because we always live every day. You watch your parents and they are together, they love each other, but they will always fight and disagree. The movies just do this, that you can have a safe zone somewhere, and you're like, okay, I think that something like that exists. And they do that because I think everybody wants to make money, and we cannot buy something that does not play to our fantasies.
So what you're saying is that love is real, but true love is fantasy. It does not exist.
As for me, I have a very different perspective. I think true love does exist. It was first portrayed by Jesus. That's the perfect love. We are told to strive to be like him. That's why we are Christians. We are Christ-like. So we have to strive to be like him. And perfect love was shown by him. So as a lady, as a woman, I should show my man or my husband to strive to be like the way Jesus did for the church. There must be a reason why in the Bible it says, love your wife as Christ loved the church. So that's perfect love, and that's true love. And so yes, it has its limitations, because in ourselves as humans we have limitations. But when we striving does not mean we've reached the extent of excellence. It just means we're striving at it. So yeah, it does exist. In my mind, I totally believe it does exist.
I was just going to second her, but my point is you'll make it to be true love. You know, the way we all have our shortcomings, you'll not find the person, you dream of a person, but he won't be the exact way you want him. And also, you know, the exact same way someone wants you to be. So when you come together, you know, she has anger issues and you're talkative, but along the way, you'll have to compromise, and also with each other's shortcomings and weaknesses, you become perfect as one. So in the end, you make each other to be each other's true love. You make it to be a true love. You can never find it. You just make it.
Let me ask. We're saying there's love, and then there's true love. Yeah, they're saying that. Does it mean that there's a love that is false? Can love be false? Can love be false?
I think on the issue of true love really exists, but ina depend na what your image of true love is. Because kuna mtu mwingine true love kwake ni I have money, nabaiwa kila kitu. That is true love. If you kila time every week, babe, nakubaya gari, that's true love to them. And then there's this other person that true love is when you reciprocate the love that they've shown, and then it's sincere. You don't have to be rich, you don't have to have anything, but kuna ile mutual understanding that we love each other, we are not after anything, but we are here for love. So I think true love exists, but it's different to different people. People have their own perspectives of true love.
As Christians, are we supposed to look for love or true love?
As Christians, you're supposed to look for true love, because just like Kalush said, is it 1 Corinthians about love is patient, love is kind, love does not keep record of wrongs. That's true love. That's true love. So, and it's seen in the person of Jesus Christ. So I think you're supposed to go after true love.
Is there anywhere in the Bible that is written true love? It's written love.
No, there's no place. There's no place. But okay, according to me, we should go after true love. According to me. According to me.
Wacha tukue real, sawa? Tuko na manual ya love kwa Bible, si ndio? 1 Corinthians, 1 John and many more, si ndio? Manual ya true love ni gani? Ni movie. If I want to know what true love is and read and understand, where do I go?
Okay, I believe the best person we can emulate the story of true love, and it's Jacob. That guy really waited for 14 years. 14 years, 14 good years. It was Jacob, yeah? Yeah, that guy waited for 14 years. As in, personally, I think true love waits. If you can wait for 14 years, man, as in, it's worth it, yeah? Perhaps he saw that, and then it was worth waiting for this lady. Akaletwa the wrong one. Bado ikakuwa hard, but still, at the end of the day, he got the right one. Unaona? I believe love is all about being patient, and Jacob can teach us that if we read his story. Yeah.